well as you played defensively all year?
Yeah, obviously the first 9 seconds weren't great, and that was just an unfortunate goal. They threw it up the wall, and I went off. I think bully on stick went to the middle of the ice, and their guy got it, and he shot it and went off Klein's stick and in the net. So it wasn't quite the start you want, but yeah, defensively I thought we did a really good job. I think for the most part we wanted to establish a good tempo. We wanted to be real firm on the puck, and after they got the goal, and you sort of quiet your bench in the building down pretty quickly. We took some penalties and we were able to kill those. A great job by the penalty killers, and after we got through the first period, I thought we were pretty good. I thought we were pretty good most of the night, and tried to get chances. We had lots of chances, couldn't find the back of the net, and then in overtime, even the last shift of the game, I think Smitty and Wardo and that group had a real good chance around that. So I thought we played a real pretty solid game and had lots of chances, and just couldn't find the back of the net. But then obviously it goes into the shootout, and that's a little bit of a skills competition. We had Halleck a couple times, just didn't hit the net, and that's what it is.
30 shots on goal for you guys, but the disparity there, how tough does it make this one?
Well, there's going to be games where you deserve to win. There's going to be games that you sort of steal. This one I thought we deserved to win, and they're leaving here with the extra point. So as I say, I believe in the hockey gods. They even those out.
When it got to the shootout, considering your success in the shootout this year, were you thinking that maybe you had the upper hand going to this one?
I never think you have the upper hand on anything. I mean, it's execution. It's pre-scouting the other goaltender and the shooters, and we were prepared there. We just weren't able to get that puck by Halleck, and then we hit the post. So it is what it is. I mean, there'll be nights where we, as I say, get outplayed a little bit and go to a shootout and win a shootout and get the extra point. This one's tough to take because you really deserve the 2 points, I thought, but at the same time, you go in there and it is what it is.
One goal in the last 2 games here. How do you try to get the offense going?
Well, I always say one of the biggest mistakes that the Nashville Predators make is when we say, well, we got to score lots of goals, and then all of a sudden we're a non-Nashville Predator-like, and therefore we will lose 6-4 or something like that. And that's not the way we play. Our identity is that we play solid team defense as a group, and piggyback, some of our offense off of that, and then become a hard team to play. It doesn't matter what rank you go into, our rank or into an opponent's rank. When we do that, we're hard to beat, and there'll be nights where we'll be in this situation where we're hard to beat, and we get a point when in an opposing team's rink, or maybe 2 points. We just got to keep going and attacking the net and keep getting pucks through and have people there, and we'll score. Sometimes it's not easy scoring. It's a lot easier to, in some ways, just keep doing the right things over and over, and then things will happen positively. So.
Where did you feel you missed some of your best opportunities tonight?
Well, we had some opportunities just around the net. I mean, we created a lot of extra chances around the net, but we got pucks through with people there, and some nights it'll land on your stick and you throw it in the empty net. Sometimes we threw it through the pile. There's a couple times. Just a good example is the very last shift of the game. We had a couple pucks that there was one puck that Halleck, it just hit him. It just hit him, and he gets a save. If it misses him, it's in the net, and we're dancing in the streets for winning in the last minute of the game. So just it doesn't always come easy, but if you keep working and keep getting to the net, you're going to get some greasy goals. Not every goal is going to come off the rush. Not every goal is going to be 3 or 4 nice passes. It's going to be some of those greasy goals and hunting pucks in the blue paint and battling away and kicking them in. I mean, one of the things that I always go back to the Red Wings because they're a very offensive team. They can make the great plays, and they've got some guys that can address you offensively to make some of those plays. But they get as many goals just hacking and whacking just at the crease as anybody in the league. So just getting pucks there and taking care of business defensively, and we'll be all right.
Well, like you guys tried a few different things personnel-wise on the power play, 4 forwards, put Gotch up there too. What was your thinking behind
Well,
that?
you know, obviously our power play, we're trying to jumpstart it. I mean, our foundation's there of what we want to do, and a lot of the power play gets sometimes frustrating when it's not doing the things that you want in terms of you know. I look at some of the games we're entering well, we're battling and moving the puck around and we're getting some chances. And there's other games that we're not getting as many, but a lot of it comes to execution because we do a lot of the same things that a lot of the other teams do, but you know, pucks bouncing off people's sticks and all that. So, you know, we have a plan, and it's just working the plan and then executing it. And you know, we're just you know, misfiring. And a lot of it is you know, you look at up and down our lineup as well, is that we need some guys to get hot. We've got some guys that are considered more of our offensive players, and they don't have any more goals than what we consider our defensive players. So they're the guys on the power play. You know, I don't have a lot of our defensive players on the power play. So our offensive players got to make sure that they're you know, going to the hard areas, they're shooting, they're creating things, and they're using their skill set. That's what we do, and we have a plan as a team. So it's a matter of some execution. It's a matter of some will and a little, even some puck luck, you know. But you got to get pucks to the net, and you got to have people at the net, and then things will go in. But right now we've got a dry spell, and it's, you know, we've got to find ways to get points despite that. So that's where we're at.
Smithson seems to be thriving on that line.
Yeah, you know, the one thing that Jared Smith said, you know, it's funny, in the past, you know, over the course of the time I've been here, a lot of the guys that have been in those third and fourth type of roles really drive our forwards. You know, from a standpoint is they really bring the high work ethic, and those are the, you know, the Nichols and Fiddlers and that. And Smitty goes in that class too. He's contagious to that line. You know, they're working, and Toots and Wardo are getting chances, and they're playing against good people, and they're hard to play against, and you know, those are qualities that are the intangibles. That's the Predator intangible, where those guys really find ways to contribute, and they were, you know, they went, as I said to them before during the morning skate, is I didn't think they had a real strong game last game. They just didn't have the pop. The game before, I thought they were our best line. In Montreal, I thought in Carolina they had or Columbus, sorry, they had a little bit of a step back game, and they responded really well today and played hard against a very good line in Backus's line. Backus's line's had 16 points in the last 4 games, so I thought they did a really good job of shutting them down.
Have you felt the PK has been stepping up lately?
PK has been really done a real good job. I mean, what you need is everything to complement everything. You know, right now we're not getting any goals on the power play, but the PK is keeping us in. I mean, it's 1-0, and if we don't get a real good PK, and during that time it's 2-0, and it might be real tough because we're not finding the back of the net right now. So, you know, right now the PP is piggybacking on the penalty kill, and hopefully soon we can turn it around, and there'll be games where the power play the PK can piggyback on top of the power play, and hopefully that's soon.